injuries. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain also injured. He's out. Then the Leicester City duo, Ben Chilwell and James Maddison, they are also out because of injury. That's why they were not selected in the team. Okay, but for some players, they got first-time call-ups. Midfielder Phil Foden, Manchester United striker Mason Greenwood, and Leeds United midfielder Calvin Phillips. So these guys all getting call-ups, their first ever for the Three Lions. So we wait and see how well they will perform in their squad. Wales have also announced their squad, and they handed a call-up to their Liverpool 19-year-old defender Neco Williams.
Fantastic. Not a first team player, but for the reserve team, he was really fantastic for the last season. Maybe now this season, I don't know if he can have a push at it like Mason Greenwood and Phil Foden did for Manchester City and Manchester United respectively. Maybe push, take a look at his chances of making the main squad for Liverpool, but getting the call up for Wales, I think is fantastic for him. It was really good for the reserve team of Liverpool. He was part of the team, though they did not progress, but had a very good game on that set day at Villa Park against Aston Villa when the main squad traveled for the FIFA Club World Cup. He was part of the team that went to Aston Villa, did very well, got a goal for himself on that day, but fortunately the inexperience showed and they didn't win that game. They were eliminated from the League Cup against Aston Villa. I think it's a good call for him. Hopefully with this call up for the national team in Wales, he can convince now a Jurgen Klopp to probably give him that chance to prove himself right there at the first team in Liverpool.
Okay, so that is the situation, but he wasn't, of course, the only one who was invited. They released their full squad. The goalkeepers: Gwen Hennessy of Crystal Palace, Danny Ward of Leicester City, Adam Davis of Stoke City. The defenders: Chris Gunter, who's unattached right now, Ashley Williams unattached, Ben Davis, Tottenham Hotspur, Connor Roberts, Swansea City, Tom Lockyer, Charlton Athletic, Ethan Ampadu, Chelsea, James Lawrence, Anderlecht, Ben Cabango, Swansea City, Neco Williams, Liverpool. The midfielders: Aaron Ramsey, Juventus, Jonathan Williams, Charlton Athletic, Harry Wilson, Liverpool, David Brooks, Bournemouth, Matthew Smith, Manchester City, Daniel James, Manchester United, Will Vaux, Cardiff City, Joe Morel, Bristol City, and Dylan Levitt, Manchester United. The forwards: Gareth Bale. So after a long while, he gets to play for Real Madrid. Hal Robson Kanu, West Bromwich Albion. Tyler Roberts, Leeds United. Rabbi Mantundo of Schalke, and Kiefer Moore of Cardiff City. So these are the guys who have been invited for Wales in their Euro Nations League matches. Okay, so those are the players that have been given the call-up. They are going to play these matches in September, and their opponents are Finland and Bulgaria. All right, let's talk about Harry Maguire, but this time this case proper. We've been talking about he's been invited to the England squad that will be playing their Euro Nations League matches. But for the player himself, he is right now on trial in the Greek island of Mykonos. He's being represented by Alexis Anagnostakis, who is one of Greece's top human rights lawyers. He was released from police custody on Saturday following his arrest, and he returns to England on Monday. He is not obliged to be in attendance, and he has pleaded not guilty. So he did not comment after he left club, after he left the court on Saturday, but his lawyer told the press that he is now a free man. But the prosecutors, they said that 3 foreigners had been arrested after an alleged altercation with police officers in Mykonos on Thursday. So the police said, the defense, that's the team representing Hurricane, they said that two men approached the sister of, two Albanian men, they approached the sister of Harry Maguire, and then they drugged her, they injected her with something, so that's what got Harry Maguire angry, and he got involved in this altercation with those two men. But then the police now got involved, and unfortunately, when they took him to the police station, what he said there, which made them angry, was that he said, "Do you know who I am? I am the captain of Manchester United. I am very rich. Please let us go, I'll pay you." And that's what they have turned out to be bribery, and in their country, as it is in every other country, bribery, attempt to bribe officials of the government is not acceptable. But maybe he was just trying to get out of a sticky situation. Look, whatever it is, whatever damage it is, I'm going to pay. So let us just go. If it is money, it is not a problem. What is the fine for the damage that we have caused? If that's the perspective he is looking at it from, and that's why he was telling them, "Look, I'm a rich man, I can pay, I'm the captain of Manchester United," then you have to understand. But maybe it was interpreted to mean he was trying to bribe officials.
I don't think he was that seriously trying to bribe those officials. I think he was, like you guys explained, that's what he was trying to say to them. But again, before they got to the station and all that, there has already been some tension in the air because of what happened outside the bar, and the way, probably not him, but his brother and the friend of his brother, Christopher Chapman, probably the way they reacted. I don't know this about Albania, but what we've seen in the movies, they are kind of involved in all these shady businesses that have to involve with have to do with the underworld. But I probably that's why most of us have seen movies. Probably that's why they reacted. But I don't know why Albanians, some people will want to come into any place and drug anybody. I've seen pictures of Harry's sister. She's very beautiful. Like I said, we've seen the movies. I'm not saying that's what happened. They sometimes drug people.
No, of course. There are countries that have got some reputation, but it's not everybody from that country. Even our country, Nigeria, we have been negatively projected in movies, even by Hollywood, so that were so bad that even the Nigerian government had to say no. We will not. This is not a fair representation of us, and we are not going to accept this. If you what was the name of that movie? I recall it caused some furore some years back. Was it District 9? There was one movie. I think
I'm not a good fan of
it. Was District 9.
Nigerian movie.
No, it's not Nigerian movie.
Okay.
It's like a Hollywood movie.
They represented.
Nigeria poorly, and Nigeria was not happy about it, and said, "No, this is not. You should not have used that representation for Nigeria."
Yeah. So maybe if I were in his shoes, having watched enough movies and like what he said, I'm just analyzing what he said, that his own sister was drugged. I would be thinking that because of what I've seen about Albania in those movies, and this is what they are trying to do to my sister, then that was what led to the altercation and all that outside the bar. But again, I think saying those words to the police officers who came to the scene, they actually angered them because of what already happened before they came to the station. I don't know. I hope at the end of the day, because right now from what we are getting, he's not currently present at present in court rather in Greece. He's been presented by his own father. Then of course the lawyers as well, they are there in Greece right now. Hopefully that they are able to clear this thing, and like he has pleaded not guilty, he will be found wanting. But his brother and the friend Christopher Chapman, obviously 28 and 29 respectively, definitely they did something, and his own case is about bribery. Theirs is about assault on the police officers. Hopefully he will not face any jail time like the lawyer just told us yesterday, but it's not looking good for Harry. either way it goes, this is not a positive thing for him. It is rather negative. Yes, people with view from the moral side that defending your sister is the best thing, defending your family is the best thing. But at that point, when you go to the police station, you should have kept his mouth shut. At that point, you just say, whatever you do, I need you guys to allow me to talk to my lawyer. Now that it has gotten to the police station, I mean, that's the first thing you should be thinking about. What I'm not going to make a statement, I'm not going to say anything. Let me talk to my lawyers.
Okay, we'll run our first break on the show. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Today to win for the 9 Mobile Mega Millions promo. 90 people will have 1 million naira every day for 90 days. 2 people will win smartphones every hour, every day. The one will sit in pass here. Now the 10 million naira grand prize. If you know be 9 Mobile customer, move from our site or buy a new line. In addition to the plenty millions and smartphone, we go summer you a free 1 gigabyte plus 500 naira airtime instanta plus up to 100% data bonus for 1 full year. So make you recharge 200 naira and above. Make you for the win. 9 Mobile.
All the programs on KU 92.7 are now open for sponsorship and advert placements. For sponsorship and advert placements, call now for inquiries 070-380-50243 or 080-8877-3644 or visit KUFM Marketing Office located at the top floor of the Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, Benin City, Edo State. 92.7 KUFM is your business growth partner.
Welcome back to Sports Fiesta live on 90.7 KFM Benin City with me, Sally Ibrahim, the Sports Ibrakadabra, and Sanofi Francis, the Sports Berlusconi. Okay, let's look at what's happening in France. The Champions League finalists, well, domestic champions in France, won the treble. Paris Saint-Germain, they will have another 12 days to prepare for the 2020-2021 season after French authorities agreed that they have to rearrange their opening League One game. They were due to play Lens on Saturday, which is 6 days after losing the Champions League final 1-0 to Bayern Munich, but it will now be played on Thursday, the 10th of September, which is straight after the international break. The French top flight started last weekend without Liverpool, so for at least the first 2 match days, they will not be there.
Yeah, they deserve the best. Been a very long week for them. Played in the quarterfinal, the semi-final, then the final in the space of 2 weeks. Hope they get themselves back as soon as possible. Really not a good time for them because of what happened in the final. So hopefully that with this break, they get themselves back and of course get back into it. They deserve the time. I think the authorities in France, they've done the right thing to allow them settle back into the team and maybe get to start their season properly.
All right, still talking about European football, the UEFA Super Cup, we hear that fans will be allowed into the Puskás Arena in Bulgaria. Yeah, Bayern Munich are going to be playing against Sevilla. Bayern Munich, of course, won the Champions League, beating PSG 1-0. While Sevilla won the Europa League, they beat Inter Milan 2-1. So that match is going to be on Thursday, the 24th of September, and it will be at the 68,000-seater Puskás Arena. So UEFA said up to 30% of the capacity of the stadium would be allowed, so they can still do social distancing there. And a statement said it is in order to study precisely the impact of fans on UEFA return to play protocol. So, you know, all this while it has been behind closed doors without the fans. So they are thinking of allowing the fans to start coming back to watch matches?
I think it's good. 20,000, I hear, the capacity that will be allowed into the venue in Budapest to watch the game. I think it's good. When you hear things like this, you'll be glad because of what the coronavirus has seriously cursed in society, and you obviously hoping for the best. So for me, I think that good news. With this, the Super Cup will be before the UEFA Champions League proper. I hope with this that more fans will be allowed into different venues moving forward. England, they were thinking about having fans back at the beginning of this. The assistant will start in September 12th. But again, they decided, okay, let's see if it will be in November. That's after the international break and after the transfer window must have ended. But for this, I think it's good news. We want to see fans back. It's a little bit boring. For us watching at home, it's not really boring because the ambience, of course, is there and the effect is there. But
and you tend to forget that there are no fans because you are concentrated on the players on the pitch.
So but for them over there, I mean, especially when you are playing at home and you need a point or you need a maximum points to play, and the fans have a way of staying you up to do great things. I will just refer back to what happened between Liverpool and Barcelona last 2 seasons when they came to Anfield. The fans played a pivotal role that day, helping Liverpool to beat Barcelona.
Well, the UEFA administration, they will keep monitoring the situation, and they are going to advise the executive committee if any changes are required. So that's what the plan to do. If they feel that, well, with what is happening, we cannot have fans in the stadium because it is not possible to control them the way we want, then they might put a stop to it. But if they feel, okay, we have to continue with this, then they will also advise UEFA on how to go about it. So that is the situation with UEFA. They are planning to allow fans to come into the stadium for the Super Cup. All right, let's leave football now and go to Formula 1. We hear that they will be having Turkey, Bahrain, and Abu Dhabi. They've been confirmed to conclude the season. So these are going to be the last 3 races of this year: the Turkish Grand Prix, the Bahrain Grand Prix, and the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So 4 Grand Prix in 3 countries: Bahrain, Turkey, Bahrain, and Abu Dhabi. They will bring the total calendar. They bring the calendar to 17 total races, which is the lowest since November 2009. The Turkish Grand Prix on November 19 is going to mark a return for the Istanbul Park Track for the first time in 9 years. Bahrain will host 2 races on the 29th of November and on the 6th of December before the season is going to conclude at Abu Dhabi's Yas Marina Track on the 13th of December. Formula 1, they have been working on plans to hold races in China and Vietnam in November, but they have now been dashed, so we are not having the Vietnamese Grand Prix and the Chinese Grand Prix. The Chinese Grand Prix has been officially cancelled, while there is no official word yet on the Vietnamese race, but it is not going to happen this year.
For me, I'm happy that one way or the other they've found venues, and of course they've also told us that this is how they are going to conclude the 2020 F1 season. It has really been a very, very difficult one for them because of the pandemic. Yes, there are disappointments here and there for them in terms of proposed venues that they had in mind coming into the year, but they had to do with all these ones now that they are not telling us. For me, I'm happy. Going to Turkey on the 15th of November, then maybe next year things will be better, then they can come back and have those venues that we know that is for the F1 calendar. For Turkey, congratulations today. I can't really remember the last time that they had a Grand Prix, but with the pandemic, it has given them the opportunity to host a Grand Prix this year. Climaxing things there, I think, would be fantastic for them.
Liverpool fans, your club is right now involved in a friendly taking on RB Salzburg. We'll tell you, discuss shortly, but let's look at the matches that have ended. Son, they just took on Van Brussel, and it was St. Regis that won this encounter 3-2. Ajax played against hosting Kiel. Ajax won 5-2. Yeah, those are the matches that have been concluded. Then Esjebet took on Magdeburg, and it was Esjebet who won that encounter 3-1. Ipswich Town versus West Ham United. West Ham won 4-1. Lausanne FC took on FC Zurich. Lausanne won 2-0. Newcastle United took on Crewe Alexandra. Newcastle United won that encounter 3-0. Sheffield United and Dundee United, that match has been abandoned. Wycombe Wanderers played against West Ham United. It was West Ham 5, Wycombe 1. Right now, Amina Bielefeld are playing against Feyenoord, goalless, 69 minutes. Preston North End playing against Tranmere Rovers. Preston North End 1, Tranmere Rovers 0. And Red Bull Salzburg 2, Liverpool 0. They are in the 67th minute.
At first, I thought probably they used maybe the French team, talking about Liverpool. But again, when I clicked on it and saw the squad, I was asking myself, they all played. Everybody in there. Sadio Mane is still on. They just took out some couple of months ago. They took out Roberto Firmino. Mo Salah is still on. Naby Keita has left the pitch. Jordan White has recently left the pitch. Fabio is still there. Virgil van Dijk just left the pitch. But again, these are pre-seasons. Probably they are taking it easy with themselves. And Alisson Becker is the one in goal. Arnold is the only person missing from the Liverpool squad that did wonders. This is obviously their captain is acting. That's why he didn't get to make the squad. These things they happen. It's just friendly, and they can go ahead and lose all their entire body to winning. They can go ahead and lose all their friendly games, but come into the season proper and do something fantastic. I'm not really expecting this Liverpool squad because right now they are not getting to the market. Hopefully they get Thiago Alcantara. I don't think this Liverpool squad will be as strong as they were last season. I think people, that's what I know they do very well in England. They will study you, and when they get back into it next season, it's going to be more difficult. Jogging club know that. I hope they will get into the market, but the pandemic has not really been helpful to them. They put one back already, and they put one back already. Hopefully that things work out for Liverpool, but nevertheless, this is just friendly.
That's what is happening. But hopefully before the end of the match we will give you the final scores. But if there's anything I've known about Liverpool over the years that I've been watching them, they never give up. They keep trying to come back. Alright guys, we'll go on a very short break, and when we return it will be time to talk to you guys. Please stay tuned.
Who deserves to be the inspirational teacher of the year at this year's Okonofwa Teachers Awards? You get to decide. Nominate the teacher you feel has inspired his or her students or pupils the most on our social media platforms. Twitter at Okonofwa9, Facebook www.facebook.com/Okonofwa-Foundation, and WhatsApp on 0703-636-8840. The teacher with the most nominations will win the coveted Inspirational Teacher of the Year award at the Okonofwa Foundation Teachers Award coming up on Thursday, the 10th of September 2020 at New Era College, Benin City. You can only nominate once on a social media platform. Okonofwa Foundation, bridging the gap.
Alright, welcome back guys. Time for you to join us now. Call us on 070-6263-9275 or 090-3939-447. You can also reach us on 081-2178-9154. Hello.
Hello.
Gentlemen, welcome. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. open to all boxers now. Good evening. Maracanabe. It's still on, but they've not confirmed officially. But you know, from what we told you yesterday, especially with Kai Harvest, it's done. They've agreed. Both clubs have agreed, but he has not signed just yet. From the Chilwell, we hear that the deal has been agreed to, but he still needs to do another medical because he doesn't get an injury towards the end of last season. So it's not. He has not signed just yet, but he's likely to. For Thiago Silva, he says he will decide. So before the end of today, hopefully, he will have decided. Fiorentina is also interested in him, so he might be going to Fiorentina. But it's finished to come to Chelsea. Good evening, welcome.
Hello?
Welcome, we can hear you.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, my name is Silva.
Silva, great to have you.
Okay. I want to know how many players that Manchester City have signed apart from Nathan and Torres.
Ababa Metahake and who?
And one other Torres.
Just those two.
But those are the two players that they signed.
But the owner yesterday promised that more signings will come in, but those are the ones that
They have not signed Koulibaly. We don't even think they've made an official bid for Koulibaly now, just rumors with here. Alright, thank you. Hello? Good evening. Hello? You've got to come out of where you are now. Are you hiding inside the toilet? It's better now. Welcome. It's Francis. Welcome.
Good evening.
To a black guy and he isn't invited, that's why we can complain, because it's not fair to accuse Gary Southgate of what he has not even done. Alright, okay. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, welcome.
My name is Peter. I call you
Dr. Peter, you've got to move away from where you are. It's really noisy.
Okay. I want to know about the Arsenal transfer.
Arsenal.
Yes, sir.
There are a couple of players that they are looking to sign. Some of them on a free, but you've signed Gabriel. I think he's a very good addition to your squad.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Arsenal, I think they're trying to do some smart business, getting some players on the free. You know, some players that are out of contract and they just try and get them. Chelsea are also trying to do that. They've already got Thiago Silva, but there is one other central defender that they are looking at. Hello. Good evening. No?
Good evening.
Sorry, please try and call us back if you can. Hello. Good evening. Welcome. We can hear you. Good evening. All right. Your first time caller. Let's welcome you. Welcome to our family. Manchester United.
He doesn't send you. Well, seriously, we don't know.
They've been linked with many players this transfer window, but none has come in so far. But maybe perhaps he will even concentrate on those who will not be going. Paul Pogba, we hear his agent has told us that he's not leaving. Manchester United do not even want to sell him. Okay, thank you. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, my children.
Welcome, sir. Good evening.
You're fine.
Okay. In the beginning, I was doing the analysis. I never got to hear about the sister. So I was just writing a paper, and push it to me and policies. Later the day, I know my father. I tried to call him back, he didn't pick. So that is that. Going back to, you have to tell me whether she's in the championship now or whether she's in the contest. So that's the sister.
Venus Williams. I think she's been. Did she even play?
It was the other one.
Yeah, she entered. She played against Serena. Serena even beat her. I don't think she entered for this one. It is not a big competition that both of them play.
Okay. I don't I started to commend the effort there. This afternoon, they were trying to shoot part of it. But they were not doing that. So then back to Arsenal. I told you the 5 Williams already, have we?
Sorry?
I think the 5 Williams from
William is done. Yeah.
That is all. Okay. So Aubameyang is one thing. I want to stay behind.
Aubameyang has, I think he's committed to another 3 years deal. So Aubameyang is staying. No.
Like, thank God. So let's take the time over.
He's done. It's January next year.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Let's give this calls comment. The text line, of course, 081 851 0084. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
I'm calling from
All right. About who?
Liverpool.
Well, Liverpool, the one that they are really interested in right now is Thiago Silva, but we do not know yet whether they've finalized the deal.
Okay. Thank you very much for what you are doing. You take the money back to okay.
Okay.
Anytime you are talking
Good evening.
Good evening, and welcome.
My name is Philip calling from Lagos.
Okay.
I really want to comment on Chelsea, the best athletes, based on the market. It's very good thing. I think so that they will not come up with this fair play at the end of the day, but they have to be very careful. One is losing to them. So I think that if you really give that to them at the end of the day, I think it's better to have the local decision. That means that we just have to have a very good problem in selection at the end of the day. That allows them to have a very person and take care of the how nothing has to have not been done without the target situation.
Hello?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay. Steve, I called before.
Okay.
I heard the message has been to Inter Milan. Is that true?
We've been hearing all sorts of funny things and strange things during this transfer window, but there are strong rumors that Lionel Messi will be leaving Barcelona. Inter has been mentioned, Manchester City has been mentioned, PSG has been mentioned. Even at the final of the Champions League, Thomas Tuchel, the manager of PSG, reacted to that story and he said, look, Lionel Messi is Mr. Barcelona, he's not going anywhere. So for now, Lionel Messi is a Barcelona player, but yes, it has been mentioned that he might go to Inter Milan, he might go to Manchester City, he might come to Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay, thank you very much. The Juventus to Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, it was just rumors, nothing concrete yet. They mentioned it after Mauricio Sarri was fired that Cristiano Ronaldo might be leaving too, but for now, he is a Juventus player.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Okay, let's look at the text messages.
Okay, better than here. This one reads, good day, sirs. I'm just happy that the big dog is back. Roman Reigns, Zoro from Ascension. Okay. Good evening, sirs. My name is Thomas. I know Oga Francis is a professional, but it's not fair to assume what he's saying about Gary Southgate. Like I said, it's me thinking. I said I don't think. I'm not calling him a racist. It's not just them. And I've also said that I hope they are going to be consistent. Luka Doncic is a bona fide superstar. At 21, he will be the MVP next season. Okay, this is basketball. A triple-double with 41 points in his first playoffs. Greece police are lying. Harry Maguire can't say those stuff. Exactly.
This thing was even said in court too. The prosecution said it in court that this was what Harry Maguire said, and I didn't hear that the defense said no, it's a lie. My client did not say those words.
The men of sport, please. Gabriel transfer from Lee to Arsenal not completed. Uzo from Kubai. Uzo from Ikubahir. The last one we heard of Gabriel that he went to London and did his medical. So what is left now is for them to make the announcement.
Yeah, Fabrizio Romano has said it, and once that guy says something, it's so just like the Kai Harvesting, he has not signed just yet, but there are strong indications that they will do. So Gabriel to Arsenal is a don't do.
Hello, good day, Guy Ibrahim and Francis. For me, Harry Maguire is in the right choice for captainship of the English national team. He's not the captain. Harry Kane is the captain of the Three Lions, but
Harry Maguire is the captain of Manchester United.
Good day, sports advocators. Congrats to Salih Ibrahim. And okay, I read this one before in the morning, talking about the Bayern Munich. Good PM, sir. England has used and dumped Fikayo Tomori, shoots from Delta State.
Tomori right now, I don't think he's even 100%.
Yeah,
that's why you didn't see him play the last couple of games for Chelsea.
Good evening, I'm Jonathan from Upper Ikoma rather. What is the update on Gabriel? I just gave the update. I want to congratulate FC Bayern on their win. It was well deserved. PSG has nothing to be ashamed about. The game was very tactical game, as was said before. The team took their chances on that day one from AB Lala. All right. As a Chelsea fan, I was hoping about that. I'm praying Kepa watched the game and learned something from Manuel last night. That guy was brilliant. He is like a war at the post. Okay, as a Chelsea fan came in the numbers. Let me see if I can get a new one now. Don't know why this keeps happening to us. Messages 20%. Okay. Good evening, Men of Sports. God bless you for the good job you have been doing. Shame to all the teams that have met with Bayern Munich in 2019-2020 UEFA Champions League that have not even fit to head, winning just the way you ready them to play draw. Take place of winning them. Thanks that Real Madrid were not part of those teams. If not, the world would have criticized Madrid more. Thanks, Carlos from GRA. Okay. Good evening, Man of Sport. Good business for Chelsea. I'm still saying that they need a blocking 4 and creative 10. That is all. Which club has gone unbeaten in the Champions League? I from Uselo unbeaten. I mean, most of them. United did one time, but they didn't win all their games. Now Bayern Munich just did it as well. Good evening, Men of Sport. I really appreciate you guys for coming to the studio on Sunday. You guys made the Champions League final more exciting. Now do well from Barcelona. Thank you, Barcelona. Good evening, the gods of sports analysis. Please, I want to know if Paris Saint-Germain and Lyon will play in the French league this weekend. Brian from Air. For Paris Saint-Germain, I don't know about the Lyon. They told us that they won't play this weekend.
They don't have days extra.
Yeah. Good PML Sport, please tell me about Barcelona female. Are they still in Champions League? Yes. Who are they playing next? What stage are they now? Oga Ibrahim brother from Main Gate. I think in the semi-final.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get it from.
All right, those are the ones. The other ones are repeated. Okay. Those are the ones. Yeah.
Back to the phones.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Ibro. Good evening.
Yeah, welcome.
I'm Bolivia. How are you?
Good evening.
Benga, okay, long time. Welcome. Can you? Are you on speaker? Maybe you should, because we can hear an echo. I'll try and correct that. Hello. Yeah. Better. The echo is gone. I saw him. Yes, was it yesterday? They said he's gone for his medical, so it's basically a done deal.
Announcements. And this game.
There are some other players that you got on free, with some very strange names. Whether you still send them on loan, but I know you.
You know, William Saliba has returned to the club now.
No, not even Saliba. There is some other guys that they got on free transfer.
Okay.
Sorry.
The Super Bowl. I
The matches will be in November. I think we said it some days ago. They will be playing 2 games against Sierra Leone in November. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So those are the. Okay, let's see if we can take this one more call. Before we leave. Hello. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. Is there a text message?
No one.
Okay, one more call now. Hello. Welcome. Great to have you.
I don't know if you talked about it, I just today. is contemplating whether to include him.
Yeah, we've said it now. He is in the squad. They just released the squad. Yeah, he is in the squad.
Okay, not Liverpool. But talking about that guy, I think he's not mature enough to be a captain. And I guess before we
If you were the one and you see two men harassing your sister, will you say because you are the captain, or maybe you are an elected official, you will just fold your arms and look at those men harassing your sister?
When we discussed when the policeman came, the way he acted and stuff like that.
Okay. It's to the policeman that you are talking about. Okay.
Before Manchester United, maybe I will be a captain.
No. The hair was not Manchester United captain. It was Antonio Valencia, then
Ashley Young, yeah.
It was just happening
Yeah, but you see, maybe it's part of the negotiations. My brother, maybe it was part of the negotiations. Maybe that's why he accepted to come to Manchester United. Maybe they promised that they were going. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe and you know he's English, and if he's the English player in Manchester United, he's likely to be Alright, thank you. Okay, guys, sorry, this is where we've got to drop. We've got some commercials to take, so we'll be leaving now. We'll see you tomorrow morning on the first edition of Sports Fiesta. I'm Sally Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Samuel Francis. Bye bye.
Gubernatorial election draws closer, I implore all Edo citizens, especially the youths, to shun violence before, during and after the election. You should promote free, fair and credible election. Violence is senseless and peace is priceless. God bless Edo State and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This message is brought to you by Comrade Harrison Ogimari, founder, Spirit of Edo Foundation.
When I see any MTN vendor, I know say I fit ask for MTN VTU. MTN VTU not be the name again, no. The name no be VTU again. Yes, so MTN topic now the new name. But no worry, you still fit buy data, credit, and even the our bundles where they on top MTN network. Just find MTN retailer and you go there alright. With MTN topic, recharge and JJ. No need to waste your time on top scratchy recharge card. Make you no go scratch your big joy. MTN topic no go fail you at all. And you fit recharge as low as ₦1. So therefore, next time you want buy credit of any amount, ask for MTN topic. Oh ho! Your credit don't finish, abi? Oh, you wrong go topic, jar. Make yourself begin enjoy better thing.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
92.7 KUFM.
a.m. Good evening and welcome to Newsbreak on KU 92.7 FM, Benin City. First, the headlines. Federal government commences work on new national development plans. Police IG says statutory entry requirements remain unchangeable. NAFDAC warns against Apple blackcurrant juice from Australia. On entertainment, Burna Boy's twice as tall album debuts at 54 on the Billboard 200 chart. Details of this and more after this break. I'm Benjamin Kaduri. The federal government on Tuesday said it has commenced preparatory work for the formulation of new national development plans for the country. The Minister of State for Finance, Budget and National Planning, Clement Agba, disclosed this at the opening of a 3-day capacity building workshop towards the formulation of the new plans in Abuja. Agba said the plan began with the constitution of 26 technical working groups to work on the strategic themes for the development of credible plans for the country. He said the workshop was organized for TWG anchors and heads of secretariats towards the development of the medium-term national development plans for 2021 to 2025 and 2026 to 2030, and long-term from 2021 to 2050 national development plans agenda. The federal government says there will be no more subsidies either for set-top boxes or signal carriage as it plans to resume the rollout of digital switch-over, a transition from analog to digital television broadcasting. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, disclosed this on Tuesday in Abuja at a DG team meeting to foster dialogue among the various stakeholders in the DSO architecture. The meeting was attended by representatives of the National Broadcasting Commission, Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, set-top boxes manufacturers, broadcast stations, among others. Mohammed stressed that while the government is looking for money to pay outstanding debts and restart the DSO rollout, the process will be fully private sector driven and self-sustaining. Following the successful launch of the DSO in April 2016 in Jos, Plateau State, the federal government announced the reduction of price of set-top boxes from the official 10,000 naira to 1,500 naira in order to get it across to all Nigerians. About 200,000 boxes were also given out for the pilot phase free of charge. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Idris Mohammed, is asking Nigerians to debunk reports that the statutory entry requirements for the Nigerian police force recruitment have been waived. Reports have recently gone viral that IGP suspended the entry requirements for candidates who applied as police constables in the police force's 2020 recruitment. A statement by the Force Public Relations Officer, DCP Frankumba, however, quoted the IGP as urging the public to disregard the stories, insisting that the statutory entry requirements in the police remain unchangeable. In preparation for legislative by-elections scheduled to hold in October, the All Progressives Congress will on Wednesday begin the screening of its aspirants for the various vacant federal and state legislative seats in 8 states of the Federation. This was contained in a press statement signed by the Deputy National Publicity Secretary, Yakini Nabena, in Abuja on Tuesday. Nabena said the party will begin screening of aspirants on Wednesday, August 26th, through Thursday, August 27th, while the publication of the claims and objections will take place on Friday, 28th August. The Independent National Electoral Commission is to conduct legislative by-elections across 8 states of the Federation. They include Lagos East Senatorial District, Lagos State, Plateau South Senatorial District, Plateau State, Bakura State Constituency, Zamfara State, and Ibaji State Constituency, Kogi State. Bayelsa Central Senatorial District election, Bayelsa State. Ngazai State Constituency, Borno State. Cross River North Senatorial District, Cross River State, and Imo North Senatorial District, Imo State. KFM News continues right after this break. Stay with us.
Beautiful one, I call on you today.
Bless you.
This not the kind of bless you. This is when we say coronavirus on the show itself for the world there. Now time to use tissue paper or handkerchief. Take cover your mouth or nose when you cough or sneeze. This is not time to always wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer where it contain better alcohol. This is not time to give ears as in avoid me. Give me space to any person where they cough or sneeze. This is not time to protect yourself or neighbors from sickness. So if you notice anything, sharp, carry yourself or the person go hospital or call this number free of charge. You're not going to collect money for your hand. That is toll-free number for 080 0026 7662. 080 0026 7662. You first bring this other number for 08009700010. Remember, say life now says coronavirus not a show on Facebook and person with their life will carry first to this message is from KUFM 2.7. We call on you today.
Welcome back. Still in the news. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has cautioned Nigerians to stop the consumption of pure tassi, an organic apple and blackcurrant juice originating from Australia. NAFDAC Director General Moji Adeyeye, who disclosed this, said the products had been certified harmful for human consumption. Adeyeye pointed out that the level of patchouli content in the affected fruit juice can induce liver, spleen, and kidney damage. She added that the toxic level would affect immune system and cause nausea, gastrointestinal disturbance, and vomiting. The DG implored importers, distributors, retailers, and consumers to immediately stop the importation, distribution, sale, and consumption of the affected fruit juice. She urged members of the public in possession of the affected fruit juice to submit the stock to the nearest NAFDAC office. She also called on healthcare professionals and consumers to report adverse events or side effects related to the use of this product to the nearest NAFDAC office. University of Lagos Governing Council, led by the interim chairman, John Momo, has confirmed Professor Folashade Ogunshola as the acting vice chancellor of the institution. The Governor Council, at a virtual meeting on Tuesday, approved her nomination. The inauguration of the visitors panel will hold in Abuja on Wednesday. With her emergence, Ogunshola broke UNILAG's 58-year record by becoming the first female to be appointed as an acting VC of the institution since it was founded in 1962. 66 convicted soldiers have filed a suit at the Federal High Court in Lagos challenging their continued detention in the custody of the Ikoyi and Kirikiri Maximum Correctional Centers, Lagos. They asked the court for an order directing the respondents, the Minister of Internal Affairs and Comptroller, Nigeria Correctional Services, Lagos, to pay them a cumulative sum of 1.320 billion naira for violation of their fundamental rights to personal liberty and freedom from discrimination of their persons. In the Fundamental Rights Enforcement suit filed by their counsel, Fumi Falano, the applicants asked the court for a declaration that their continued detention at the correctional centers, despite the amnesty granted them by the President Muhammadu Buhari since April 9, 2020, is illegal and unconstitutional. A magistrate's court sitting in Calabar and presided over by Chief Magistrate Rita Marshall on Tuesday discharged and acquitted two journalists for alleged misconduct in the Revolution Now protest of August 5th, 2019. The journalists Jonathan Ubal and Jeremiah Achibong, who are the news editor and managing editor of Cross River Watch, were charged with conspiracy, unlawful assembly, and conduct likely to cause a breach of public peace after their arrest. They were arraigned on August 7th, 2019, and after a long trial, the defense counsel, Kehole Enya, filed a no case to answer application adopted on July 15th, 2020, which the court upheld on Tuesday. Marshall held that the prosecution had woefully and helplessly failed to establish a prima facie case against the defendants to warrant them to enter a defense. A patient at the University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital in Kwara State has died following an industrial action embarked upon by health workers amidst the coronavirus disease. Reports from a family source stated that the patient, Olushola Olagunju, had been on life support before the incident occurred. The victim was said to have died after the aggrieved workers switched off the oxygen. A friend of the deceased, Ezekiel Adewale, said the unfortunate incident occurred on Tuesday. Adewale explained that the patient died before being evacuated to another hospital for medical attention. The National Association of Resident Doctors, NERD, at the medical facility registered its displeasure over the situation that cost the patient's life. NERD chairman, Lanre Oloshunde, however, insisted that as medical practitioners, patients owe them the respect as they perform their duties. While praying that the situation does not repeat itself again, Oloshunde advised members of the public against attacking health workers. Coming up in a moment on our entertainment news, Burna Boy's Twice as Tall album debuts at 54 on the Billboard 200 chart. Still on to news break on KU 92.7 FM, Benin City. Over now to entertainment. Nigerian singer Burna Boy's new album, Twice as Tall, has debuted at number 54 on the Billboard 200 chart. The announcement came via the verified account of the Billboard chart, which tracks sales and streams of albums within the American enclave. This is a new achievement for Burna Boy after African Giant peaked at number 104 on the same chart. This also marks a new peak for any Nigerian album on America's major album chart presence. 3 years ago, Wizkid's Sounds from the Other Side peaked at number 107 on the chart, while King Sunny Ade in 1983 peaked at number 111 on the Billboard 200 with his album Juju Music. American stand-up comedian, actor, and producer Kevin Hart and his pregnant wife, Eniko Parrish, threw a stylish boho-inspired baby shower over the weekend to celebrate the imminent birth of their daughter. The 36-year-old proud mother-to-be, who is expecting her second child with the 41-year-old actor, took to Instagram to share photos from the baby shower with their other children in attendance. For Kevin, it will be his 4th child, as he already has a 2-year-old son with Eniko and shares 15-year-old daughter, Heaven, and 12-year-old son, Hendrix, with his ex-wife, Tori Hart. And that's the news, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Federal government commences work on new national development plans. Police IG says statutory entry requirements remain unchangeable. NAFDAC warns against Apple blackcurrant juice from Australia. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Coronavirus is real. Wash your hands regularly with soap and running water. Use your face mask while in public. Stay safe. KFM News Break was produced by Blessing Sekomen and Benjamin Kaduri, saying thanks for listening. Good evening.
that. What is happening around the globe? Me, myself, I want to know. That you know. Cause I got good news for you. The best station. It's knocking on your door. Just sit back and relax, baby. Just sit back and relax. Cause all you have to do is into 92.7. Where you at? 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 Into 92.7. Into
92.7 KUFM. Turn on excitement.
People of Edo State, election don't land again.
Young people of Edo State, the governorship election holding on the 19th of September 2020 is your election. Voting will commence from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. in all polling units across the state. Be a part of the electoral process to achieve the Edo State of your dream. Do not allow yourself to be used for electoral violence. Remember, there shall be strict compliance with COVID-19 guidelines and protocols as released by the National Center for Disease Control, NCDC, as well as INEC policy on conducting elections in the context of COVID-19 pandemic. This message is from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, making your votes count, consolidating our democracy.
NG provides fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. We are situated at number 5 Ramaya Kennedy Street, off PZ Sackler Road, Benin City, and our marketing office is at 70 Lower Complex, Epic Road, Benin City. Our services are currently available in Benin and Lagos. You can reach us on our mobile 707-367-30125 or 080-788-79960 or on our website www.wirelessng.com. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
Come see for yourself, oh. This no be the one you go take only ear here, oh. You must take your eyes see so that you self go enjoy what the other people they enjoy. Who you technical? The generator headquarters where they make everybody enjoy generators of all sizes and models for affordable price. Whether not the small one for barber shop or having a big Perkins generator for factory and big building. Who you technical? The place for generators, spare parts, grinding machine, pepper mill, and others. Mention the name and size of generator where you want. Backham, who you technical get them for the kind of money where they your pocket. Backham, who you technical get them. Go and take your eyes see for the generator headquarters. Who you technical 7981 and 83 Mission Road, Benin City, and all other Who you technical branches. Who you technical affordable products for everybody jollification.
I don't think ever tired to be enjoying my multi-greens, whether it is inside can or bottle. Because why? They taste good so say. Plus, multi-greens they arrange my body well because vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, and even B6 full inside. Want to try them now? Yeah, all of you want multi-greens make you self-testify. Make this about my head now. Make us for continue this summer they go. Enjoyment when they finish with multi-greens. Oh yeah, carry go.
If it not be God win you.